Hey, welcome to World Entertainment. Hope you all had a good weekend. And just when we thought things in DC Comics couldn't get any worse, well, the name that keeps popping up, and it's a name who's unfortunately now working side by side with James Gunn on all things DCU, is Tom King. Because he's just come out with a new comic and decided he's not finished destroying characters, because that's all he seems to do, is destroy characters. And now he's turned his focus on none other than Black Canary, where he's decided, oh, I'm actually going to just change her origin story, because why wouldn't you? So he's decided to remove the male mentor and completely switch that story. Because why wouldn't you? It's 2025 now and he still wants to live in this, oh, we must be progressive, blah, blah, blah. This guy is the biggest red flag when it comes to the DCU. He truly is. And don't forget, Supergirl is the next movie that's on its way after Superman. They're going to be filming it the end of this month. And it's his comic run that they're focusing that story on. But let's have a look at this and just see exactly what he has done to Black Canary. So, the rewriting of Black Canary's origin by Tom King in Black Canary Best of the Best is the latest example of a troubling trend in modern comics and pop culture in general. The systematic erasure of male mentors from female characters' stories. This trend often claims to empower women, but in reality diminishes the rich diversity of relationships that made these stories resonate across generations. In King's reimagined origin, Dana Lance, the modern Black Canary, is no longer trained by Ted Grant, the legendary Wildcat, who was pivotal in her transformation into DC's best hand-to-hand fighter. Instead, her mother, Dana Drake, the original Black Canary, has taken over the role of mentor. While this change is meant to strengthen the legacy of the Black Canary mantle and deepen the mother-daughter dynamic, it removes a vital aspect of Dana Lance's backstory, her relationship with a seasoned male fighter who challenged and refined her abilities. This revision echoes similar recent changes in storytelling, such as Netflix's live-action adaptation of Avatar: The Last Airbender. In the original series, Katara earns the respect of Master Pakku by facing him in combat despite being severely overmatched. The old master then trains her to master waterbending and she becomes his star pupil. In the Netflix version, Katara inexplicably skips this arc, becoming her own master without the critical journey of growth that defines her character. It was also on full display in Star Wars: The Last Jedi, when the character Rey seeks out Luke Skywalker to train her to become a Jedi. Only Luke does very little in the way of instruction. Instead, he sulks around an island drinking green alien milk before losing to his supposed apprentice in a fight. These changes seem to stem from a aversion to portraying female characters learning from male mentors, even when those relationships are central to their development. The new Black Canary miniseries by Tom King and Ryan Shook, whatever he's called, part of DC's Black Label, focuses on Dana Lance as she faces Lady Shiva to determine DC's greatest fighter. King's updated origin consolidates decades of lore, emphasizing Dana's legacy as a second-generation superhero. In his interview with Comic Book Resources, King explained his reasoning. Can't wait to hear this pile of shit. So here's what he says. What I clung to was what I think is the essential part of her, which is the legacy aspect, which is, obviously at the heart of all DC things, King said. Despite his reputation for giving characters nonsensical modern day updates that spit in the face of their established legacies. This is him again now. And the idea that her mother was a golden age hero who fought in Gotham and those old K-Nighters story, I think it is, that those are in continuity, and that Dana is a superhero who inherited that and joined the Justice League. That was the aspect I thought seemed the most solid and the most compelling to me. So he's sitting there saying, I changed it because I love the legacy and you have to focus on legacy and it's essential to her legacy. But I'm going to change everything about her legacy. Like, how does that make sense? You see what I mean by this guy? He's just a total dickhead. He hasn't a clue. He really doesn't. Oh, legacy is so important. It's so important, in fact, I'm going to change it. So rather than Black Canary being trained and mentored by Ted Grant, instead she's going to be trained by her mother. And for what reason? Like, you notice he doesn't actually give you a solid reason as to why the change is made. He's talking about legacy, but he's changed the legacy, so it can't be legacy. So what is the actual reason that you've taken the male mentor away from the story, got rid of him altogether, and put in a female mentor? Just at this stage, I'm just surprised that he even actually gave her a mentor and she didn't just become the bestest ever, all on her lonesomes, because we've seen that happen time and time again. But again, if he's doing this type of crap in the comic books, and again, this is the type of stuff he did with his Supergirl run, it's not looking good for the DCU, is it? Because again, this dickhead is working hand in hand with James Gunn. But there you go, he's changed the origin of Black Canary. I wonder who's next on his chopping block, and I wish he would just vanish, just go away, Tom King, and get him the hell away from this universe on the big screen and little screen. Please make it stop. So with that, I shall leave it there for this one. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one.